y'all know, before I met my husband the first time, I had gotten out of an abusive relationship. I'm not going to mention his name or anything like that. But me and that guy met online to begin with. And I was barely going into high school. No, I was in 8th grade, going into 8th grade. And, I always had relationships, but they never went far, so to speak. Well, I was so nervous to meet him, and I decided to go through with it, because I had a bad feeling about him. But the day after I got off my band practice, band camp, whatever, I told him, hey, meet me up at the school. And we met. Well, me and him decided just to be hug buddies, because at the time I didn't want sex or anything else like that, It became more serious that second time meeting him at the school after, my band practice. My parents said, hey, you want to come over? So they brought him over to our house. He started showing abusive tendencies then, whenever he, would just push me around, playfully, being like, oh, hey, you're so pretty. Don't do that. Don't wear this, I feel more comfortable if you wear this at band practice instead of this. And I was so stupid not to see those early signs. Well, further down in our relationship, he became very, very abusive. I started working at the local Dairy Queen. And, of course, I would, text him every now and then. But if I wasn't texting him 24/7, he would yell at me. He would hit me whenever I would go over there. And be like, why didn't you text me? I had bruises all up and down my rib cage, all on my chest area. He even hit me in my uterus area, saying, you don't deserve to have a baby, you never will. Well, about 8 months into our relationship, it was close to my birthday. It was actually the day before my birthday. He was at the house, and it was around 9 o'clock at night. He was in the room with my dad, putting together a barbecue pit and a tent. And he got upset with me because I was listening to Dwight Yoakam, I think, something like that. And he just got up and ran outside. And I was like, what the hell? Me and my mom were, in the kitchen. So I went outside and I was like, hey babe, what's wrong? He was like, don't talk to me. And I was like, okay. And then he grabbed an axe and he was like, I'm so sick of this, I can't do this anymore. And I was like, what did I do wrong this time? Because everything I did was wrong. I never looked at another man. I never looked at anything that would hurt him. But I still did stuff that was wrong. I understand that. And that night he threw an axe at me. And it was literally this far away from my head, hitting my head. And at that time my dad walked outside. He saw the axe on the ground. He was like, what's going on? And me and Simon both just looked at each other and we were quiet. And Simon just walked home that night. The next day, it was my birthday. I was scared. Very scared. We went to the lake. And, well, he forced himself on me. He raped me. He told my mom and dad that he was going to take me for a walk. I was like, oh, yay, a nice romantic walk. And he said, hey, let's go down this trail. I was like, okay. And he forced himself on me. He pushed me down on the ground. He started choking me and he hit me in my ribcage. Said, "You better not yell, you better not say anything." And he raped me. That traumatized me so bad. You know, and as whenever he got done, he, kicked me really hard in my side, and he said, "Get up, you useless bitch." And I did. And we went back, and I didn't want to eat or nothing. My mom and dad was like, "What's wrong? What's wrong with you?" I didn't say anything. I didn't. I was just so scared. He intimidated me so much. That night after, we went home, we dropped him off. The next day, I snuck out. I went to the gas station and got him some tacos, and I went to his house. And he was in bed with his supposed cousin. And after I caught him, guess what he did? He straight up threw stuff at me, he started hitting me, he threw me up against the wall, and started beating the crap out of me. And I got away. But just for y'all women out there who have experienced abuse, going through abuse, been raped, you're not alone. Just know that I'm here for you. If you need to talk, and just know that you can get through this, that you need to leave him. Okay?